Hey guys, Aaron Cloyd here, Whitetail Weekly. It is Sunday. It's a little bit before 6 o'clock. We just had daylight savings time, so it actually feels like 5 o'clock. And as you can tell, I'm in the truck. We're heading north. Gonna do a work day up at our property. Do a little bit of shed hunting while we're doing it, but we got some projects we wanted to get rolling. It's about 16 degrees right now. We're heading north, and it's not supposed to it'll get colder before it gets warmer. So it is one of those days that most people will probably think you're nuts, but it's just what we do. So we're gonna head north. Well, we made it. It's pretty cold. I think the truck said it was like 9 degrees out there, so probably not going to film a whole lot just because the batteries are going to go pretty quick in that temperature, but we're going to get out. I'm going to start with a little bit of shed hunting, try to keep myself warm. We just entered an area that is a known buck bedding area. I know for a fact bucks bed in here each and every year during the fall. I can see them from one of my stands, and they come in here and just meander around, and I can watch them. They'll lay down for hours and get up, move around, lay back down. So what it is, it's an oxbow. We're in a series of oxbows here. In this particular oxbow, for whatever reason, the buck's bed on back here across the river. Does seem to bed in there more often than they do here. I don't think I've ever actually even seen a doe in this part, but I see bucks in here all the time. So there's actually 2 fresh rubs right here behind me, a couple older ones that we passed from last year. So we're going to walk up. They lay at the end of this oxbow, which if you read a little bit about oxbows, that's what everyone always says, and I can vouch for them. It's true. And maybe I can get a screenshot or something on to show you kind of what I'm talking about. But this is a known buck bedding area, so we'll head in. As I'm leaving this bedding area, I noticed this rub right here in front of me. I kind of thought, oh, that's a little strange. It's right along the edge of the river. There's not really a run. It's kind of thick behind it. It's kind of an odd spot for a rub. Walked up over here and believe I found a pretty well used buck bed. It's kind of tucked up under some brush, got a nice backstop. You come in and you can see a couple different spots where it's matted down and kind of backed up against the tree. So there's a rub here. There's another little tree behind me that was snapped off and rubbed, and the 2 rubs that I talked about on the way in aren't that far away. So these are the types of things that you kind of you log in the back of your head and try to use them to your advantage come fall. So cool find. Well, this is we're out here walking still and found another buck bed, which is awesome. This is a bed that I actually found last year, this time of year last year, and identified it as a buck bed. I was curious. I came back in here this year, and sure enough, you can see where the ground's cleared out. There's hair in it, some fresh rubs. I actually just see a rub right up here now. So this is definitely a buck bed, and that is awesome to find. Like I said, I knew this one was here last year, but it's always good to see, if it's not the same buck, there's a buck in there. So, that's something, another piece of the puzzle that hopefully I can put to my advantage come fall. So, well, walking down this run here through some relatively thick stuff and spotted something I'm not looking to see, and that's a rib cage sticking up over here. So I can see from here that it's got pedicles, so it was a buck. Either it was a button buck or a shed buck that died. So that's not what you want to find. So I like finding sheds. Not deadheads very much, especially if they're not deadheads with antlers attached. There's not a whole lot of cool factor in finding a dead shed buck. So I've gotten into some thicker stuff here, and I'm actually doing one of the projects that I came up here to do today, and that is to start creating a path through this section of woods here. As I was making this trail, I came across a deer leg, so I started circling out around that until I found the kill site, and it was another buck. That's 2 dead deer found today, both bucks, and this one still had antlers on it, decent young looking buck. So No way to tell what happened. It was all just rib cage and bones and whatever. I unfortunately didn't have the camera with me. I'd left my stuff behind, was just going with the saw, but it's not the way I like finding these bucks. This has been a little bit of a disappointment in that regard, but we'll see. We'll take that skull home and get it cleaned up, and we'll put it up on the shelf, but not the way you like to find them for sure. Kind of a bummer, disappointment to what's been a pretty good day. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Get out there if you're not already, and take advantage of this last few weeks of winter here. Get your scouting and your work done, and start getting ready for this fall. Take care, guys.